All right, hey Taurus, you guys. So I meant to have this read at the end of April. However, I decided to take a step back and just kind of reorganize my thoughts and focus on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to try to start implementing more independent reads that connect to you, and then we'll do love reads like once a week, and I'll just rotate what is happening out there for you guys. So this right here is why you chose your vessel, why you chose this life. And I just wanted to briefly touch on the physical aspects. So if you're dealing with pains or areas on your physical body that you're just having a hard time appreciating, just send that place, the ailment, the illness, the pain, whatever it is, send that place on your body, the intention of love and healing. Remember to embrace, who you are and everything about you. And then I can attest that the energy will leave the body or navigate where it's meant to go. So anyways, with that being said, you guys, I'm going to start just by pulling why you chose this vessel. So we're doing a past, present, and future. And then these have been pre-shuffled. The Angel Tarot is just going to tie the cards together. So we're going to start with your vessel, your life, and just kind of see where things have sat with you. All right, so we have here we go. So we have the 10 of coins, the 7 of wands, and we have the lovers. And I'm going to keep the lovers card in reverse because I feel like this is going to be a depiction where you guys probably have found, all right, through trial and error, that in the department when it comes to love, and I'm not going to minimize this to a romantic, but that could be like where your highlight is on this life's journey, is kind of traversing through and connecting with people you thought were the one. All right, so it could be that you felt like more of a soulful connection to more than one romantic person. But with the lovers card, I'm just going to kind of generalize this to friendships, to family. And I feel like this is just not being on the receiving end of what you put out, right? So with this card coming through, it could just be that you felt, maybe growing up as an maybe you weren't first picked by your friends, by your family. Maybe you felt kind of left out a little bit, I just kind of feel like with the lovers card coming through in reverse, it just wasn't always being the first choice when it comes to the tight-knit familial situations and the friendship situations. And then we kind of evolve and grow, and we start to date, we start to have romantic partners. And it could just be that there has been a lot of trial and error, whether it was people treating you not so great or you treating them not so great. I just kind of feel like this is going to revolve around all aspects of love, not just romantic. Okay. And in the present situation, what you're doing right here with the 7 of wands is learning how to kind of step into your own power. So you're kind of stepping out and stepping away from the people, all right, that the connections no longer serve you a purpose, right? It's like identifying who, immediately when you meet somebody new, identifying the little idiosyncrasies, I guess. I don't know that that's applicable to this, but it's like you can identify within the first half hour of talking with somebody or connecting with somebody new, where they're going to sit at in your life, if they even have a position there. All right. So I kind of feel like right here, it's just all about you. It's you time. So it's like, I'm not, it's learning from your own past mistakes, because we all have made our own mistakes, but this is also kind of learning what people have done to you, what just is not going to suffice for your life anymore. So you're kind of stepping into this role of taking care of yourself and making life about you now and not everybody else. I kind of feel like with the lovers card coming through in reverse, you have tried your best to appease and please people in all scales. And what happens is it's just the energy is opposite. There's no return on investment. Okay. And what you can expect here in the future is this right here is an ultimate fulfillment. So somebody solid, it's a solid ending to every aspect that you've kind of been through. So I really feel like your guys's your life is really heightened on relationships, and I feel like all the collective so far have been, to some degree highlighted in relationships, but the relationships, they're not limited to romance. It's family, it's friends, it's business, it's work, it's all environments. And I just kind of feel like I feel like everything has been lopsided when it comes to you guys. So now you're coming into this mode where it's my turn. All right. And what you have signed up for here in the future is the ultimate. All right. This is the ultimate finish. This right here is happiness, stability, abundance. it's like whatever you can put into your mind, when it comes to partner on the romance side, it's having somebody that's a team, somebody to build with, somebody to grow with, and in the family dynamic, you're going to have the lasting connections that are meant to be there. In friendships, you're going to have those lasting connections that are meant to be there. All right, through basically sticking up for yourself, saying, I'm not going to put up with half-ass people anymore. All right, so your angel card, we have the Ace of Raphael, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, and deep and lasting spiritual insights. So new beginnings all around that's kind of shifting its way into your life on a positive note. This right here is to fulfill your heart space, right, to the max. Fill it all up because you deserve that. So let's just see. I'm gonna pull friendships and family next, and just kind of see how what you've dealt with, what you're kind of going through, and where you are going. All right, so here we have the Hermit card. We got the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Five of Wands. So here's what I'm gonna say about this. So when it comes to friendships and family, that dynamic, in the past, look at this. This right here is war, it's drama, it's battle. This right here is fighting, it's arguing. It's like, you can't win for trying when it comes to the relationships, and you see that right here, in all dynamics. So this right here is just being in the middle of gossip. This right here is pain. This is what you've grown up around. This is what you've had to endure, and this right here is it's like stringing people along, people stringing you along. I'm going to treat people how they've treated me. And I kind of feel, we've all are a little bit guilty of that dynamic. Well, you know what? Even if this person over here doesn't deserve that treatment, this is what I know from men. This is what I know from women. So I'm going to play that back on them. Okay. And I feel like that's kind of what your experiences have been with the family and friend dynamic, just a constant battle of drama and conflict. And in the present moment, we have the Knight of Wands. So I kind of feel like this right here as the current energy, this could just be a little bit restless, frustrations coming through, scattered energy. I just kind of feel, and I'm not going to put all the negative connotations with this card, because the Knight of Wands is somebody who has a heightened energy, very, very passionate about what they're doing and where they're going in life, and somebody who takes inspired action towards what they want. This right here too, it's almost like you're kind of popping out of this, releasing what does not serve you anymore, and kind of finally coming into, what, I'm just going to be the director of my own movie. All right, I'm going to direct it from now on. I'm not going to let these situations, even no matter how deep in the past you want to go, they're not going to have any full precipice on my life. It's right here. You're just taking action towards what you want. This right here is you being ambitious to your future and letting go of the friends and family that will no longer have a spot in your life. And in the future, you got this epiphany coming through with the Hermit. All right. And you're going to see, if you have not already started to see, why connections fall away from you in the family and friends. You guys, I can attest, I'm going through my spiritual journey. There's very few, but I've heard growing up, if you can count on one hand how many true friends and family members you have, you're lucky, and this right here, I feel like is you having this epiphany. You want better, you want to succeed, you want success, you want the end all be all, the happily ever after, the ultimate fulfillment. And sometimes we do have to break away from these connections in order to receive that, because what they're doing is holding us back. And through this Hermit card, this right here is you kind of going through maybe a dark night of the soul dynamic. But you're going to have an epiphany here in the future as to why these connections, they're just no longer going to be a service, and you're not even going to be afraid at that point in losing the people who don't have a role in your life. All right, so tying this all together, look at that. We have the Five of Ariel. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. This right here is like the Five of Pentacles, right? Rejection, abandon, loneliness, scared, hurt, pain, and wounds. All right. This right here is right. It's reminding you, if you're holding on to people who have continued to hurt you throughout your entire existence, what are they doing here, Taurus? What are they doing in your life? If the connections are not building to get better, where are you going with these individuals, and how far back are they holding you? All right. So you're going to be seeing a brand new turn of events come on the people that you feel or thought were supposed to be family and friends. So we're going to check out the romantic relationship aspect just to kind of see where you are at and where you're going. All right. So look at this. All right. So when it comes to the past, I'm going to keep this Eight of Cups right here because I feel like this in the past, it's all about walking away from people. This could be you kind of leaving connections, you ghosting people because we have to take accountability for our own actions. It could be that you've dealt with other people kind of leaving you in the dust, not giving you true reasons why. All right. I kind of feel like the Eight of Cups is having to walk away from situations or having people walk away from you, for whatever countless reasons there are. It's almost like you've already kind of dealt with crappy behavior from everybody else. And I just feel like the installation of love has never, it's been something really hard for you. It's a constant walking away from it. Is it, people walking away from you. I just feel like you've just had a rough go in all aspects of love, and love is applicable to romance, to family, to friends, whatever the connection is. I just feel like you guys in the past have dealt a lot of having had to deal with walking away or people walking away from you. All right. And this could be because of what you've experienced through family and friends, that maybe you've had trouble learning concepts of love. It's not unheard of, you guys. So in the present moment, all right, we have this Queen of Cups coming through. And, if I'm going to be honest, you have the King and Queen of Cups on the same drop. All right. So kind of what I'm feeling right here in the present moment. I'm going to say the good and the bad when it comes to this Queen of Cups, because as you shift and you're walking away from people who don't, fulfill you, especially in the romantic aspects, it's like, it could be too that you guys are having some kind of an epiphany when it comes to calling in romance. All right. So you could be meeting a lot of the same energy in different bodies, right? The same type of female, the same type of male. Walking away from that because it's like you're having this realization that this person isn't here, and perhaps it's not you that don't know how to love. Perhaps it's the people that actually do not know what the true definition of love is. All right, so we walk into this Queen of Cups energy. This is the current energy. This right here is, the worst aspect that comes with her is codependent. You could have that realization that people in the past have been very codependent, needing your space all the time, wanting to be all up in your business. I can't do that no more. What you're realizing with this Queen of Cups energy is compassion. This is learning how to care for yourself and for other people and coming into a sense of emotional stability. This right here is also tuning into self-love and self-care, because what can you give somebody else if you're not feeding yourself the ultimate self-love and self-care? This right here is growth. So you think about all the love connections of the past that didn't work out and the reasons why. You're floating into that energy right now with this Queen of Cups. All right. So you move into the future and it's almost like you're calling in the divine counterpart that is to be in your existence. So what you guys have signed up for is a learning process when it comes to all of these dynamics, but the romantic ones, the reasons why they didn't work out is because what you signed up for in this life is the perfect harmonized connection. All right. Two people that are in emotional balance, two people that know how to communicate, know how to talk. All right. What you're shifting into is this emotional balanced, diplomatic human being. So again, we're carrying compassion. We're removing emotional manipulation. All right. No, we're not putting conditions on love. We're setting healthy boundaries. We're communicating, we're talking. And essentially what you're doing here, Taurus, is you're calling in that perfect person. All right. You really are. You just got to have faith that everything is going to move forward. Tying the romantic aspects all together, you got the Chariot card, determination and self-control. With this right here, I have to say, whenever I see the Chariot, I see protection. So you have signed up in this life to have a connection come through, that one that is going to guarantee success, protection, and forward movement, no matter how complicated it might seem to get there. Okay, you guys, so let's just see what you are being recognized for, the growth through your challenges. the growth through challenges that you have accomplished. Wow, you guys, look at that. Oh yeah, so you can't see. It's like you've had it rough. It's like, when are things going to get better? Some of you guys probably can't even quite see you know, the future that is yet to come to you, but you have to know that there's a silver lining here. All right, you're given a huge gift in this lifetime. It's like you have the ultimate pair. You have the Queen and King of Cups coming through. You have the Epiphany coming through your spiritual journey, and then you have the Ten of Coins coming through as the ultimate fulfillment. So what you can dream of will manifest in this life. All right, closing the door, closing the cycle out on the past so that you can move forward. All right, this right here, the Page of Wands, is through your own trial and error, you know, removing your self-limiting beliefs and discovering your full limitless potential, you guys, freeing your spirit to march forward. This right here is all about you kind of sitting in your truth. All right, embodying honor. This is right here is your spiritual path. So you guys have started to awaken, and your spirit guides see that. It's only going to get better from here, even if you're still kind of hanging on to situations and people that you know do not have a place in your life anymore. You guys are, it's only going to get better from here. All right, so I'm just going to pull now to see what happiness stands to come to you. So what you guys still have coming to you in this life. Wow, you guys, that's you're coming through with the most positive cards. Wow, look at that. So you guys may have had some really hard times when it comes to life. Okay. You may not be able to see the big picture. You may not be able to see where you stand in life. All right. But you got shifts coming in such huge ways. This right here is communication. It's traveling the world. This right here is brand new beginnings. So once you kind of step out and continue to step away from those connections that don't belong, and you know in your heart they don't belong, the activities you've been doing doesn't belong, you know, what you have, how you've been challenging yourself. It's like you're kind of just moving against your true, what's really calling you, right? You have brand new beginnings coming to you guys in huge ways. Like, I can't even explain this because the Fool card is coming through with happiness and abundance. This right here is moving forward and shifting perspectives to call in the ultimate fulfillment. So not only do you have the Ten of Coins coming through as like, that's the jackpot, that's luck, that's money, that's abundance, that is manifesting your material world. What you think of and what you send out to the universe, you get it. If it's money, if it's a boat, if it's a car, you know, you have all of this. It's like what you fantasize about coming to life. Now it's time to step into your role, you guys, and it's time for you to be that leader of your life and call this in. You got the happily ever after card coming through with that sun. I mean, this right here is beautiful, you guys. So it's like, you think about the worst of the worst that you've been in, and what you have coming to you is the happily ever after that you probably you can't even see it right now. What you need to do is have faith in yourself that you were built and meant to manifest this. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. You guys take care.